Hi everyone, this is Mashiat, Head of Ecosystem at Boundless, and we're here at KBW at the Boundless Summit, and I'm here with
Nader, the Director of Developer Relations with Eigen Labs, and we are the team behind the EigenLayer protocol and EigenCloud.
Amazing. We have been, longtime collaborators at between EigenLayer, Boundless, and Risk Zero. And one of the reasons why we chose the name Boundless was because we were really focused on bringing verifiable compute, everywhere. I wanted to ask you, what does the word boundless mean to you?
Well, I like the word boundless because it's kind of very, very wide open. I think I'm very much an optimist, and I'm very much someone that is always looking for positive. And to me, boundless is like a very positive feeling and word when you hear it. So I guess it just means the ability to do pretty much anything.
Amazing. And I think when it comes to what EigenLayer's mission is, you guys have been kind of redefining what it means to build on Ethereum, particularly with introducing restaking, and now with the verifiable cloud. What does, in one word, how would you describe EigenLayer's or EigenCloud's mission and vision?
Really to just unlock new crypto applications that just weren't possible before. That's kind of the TLDR.
And what are the types of applications that you're very excited to see in the next few quarters?
Well, for me, the reason I got into this space to begin with was kind of the idea of composable infrastructure that enabled you to build out a lot of the applications maybe that we have seen in the past, like in the traditional Web 2 space, but with improvements. So for me, one of the good example was Twitter. Twitter has a very, very powerful, massive platform with so many different, positive things. But if you're a developer and you want to build on it, it's very, very, very hard and very expensive. But with crypto primitives, a good example of this would be something like Lens Protocol or Farcaster, being able to kind of have this social graph and enable anyone to build on it and know that it's always going to be available, and the owners of that network can't close you off. Someone can't go and close Ethereum off. Someone can't go and kind of close off this data set. You're able to kind of build and know that it's going to be there. So I think taking that core idea and just kind of applying it to really, really all of the popular use cases that we already kind of see in the Web 2 space, but enabling, I would almost say guarantees to developers to know that if they build on this protocol, then their application isn't going to go anywhere because some decision maker decides to close that data off.
Amazing. So it sounds like you guys are bringing the concept of read, write, and own to reality for developers everywhere.
Well, I think, that what I spoke of was more why I kind of got into the space, and what we're doing is kind of just trying to lower the barrier to entry to building and making that happen, yeah.
Amazing. I think that we're very excited to kind of bring and distribute the verifiable, cloud and compute that you guys are building, and the data availability specifically. You guys have made huge headways in making sure that you can even support 16 times X Visa's transaction volume. I think that's absolutely insane and kind of speaks to the level of expressive applications that developers can now build with EigenCloud. Is there kind of anything that you would want to kind of share more about how EigenCloud is kind of redefining the developer experience for folks through all of its stack?
Yeah, I think if you kind of just talk about EigenDA specifically, we already are 75 times more scalable than the closest similar product offering in crypto. But we're also now able to kind of achieve 5x what we have on mainnet internally. And when you kind of compare that, like you said, to kind of what we see in the Web 2 world, Visa volume, or even if you want to compare that to Ethereum, what we're currently at is 1,600x the blobs, current blobs on Ethereum, and then at 5x and 10x, which we're kind of trying to achieve at the end of the year, you really, really unlock a new level of scalability and even cost that just wasn't possible. And I think with AI agents, really people have underestimated how big of a deal that those are going to be. Yeah. And in order for us to kind of be able to kind of achieve the level of scalability that AI agents will need in the crypto space, we need a ton of block space, and we need it to be extremely cheap. And we are helping to provide that infrastructure. And EigenDA is built on EigenLayer, and it's just one of the dozens of different products that you can build using these primitives.
Amazing. Sounds like every Eigen developer, every developer on Ethereum can just go boundless with EigenLayer and EigenDA. It's amazing.
And Boundless is a core piece of the EigenLayer protocol. If anyone didn't know that, it's kind of how we have been able to implement our slashing mechanism. So,
yes, since the beginning, since day one, amazing. Before I let you go, I want to ask you, what was your favorite type of berry?
I think for me, blueberries. So.
Oh my God, this is the second time I'm hearing two blueberry lovers. This is awesome. We need to have more blueberries. We need to grow the boundless berry diversity and add some more blueberries into the mix. Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Nader. We really appreciate you giving us your time and for always being a supporter of us from day one.